this Monday, we're gonna be talking about today about 6 smart goals to start the new year off right. We talked about this at the beginning of the month. We're now halfway into the month of December, and what a better time than to start right now planning your goals and your targets so you can start off the new year with the right mindset and with the right goals ahead of you. So that's why we put this one together, 6 smart goals to start the new year off right. As you know, having goals, it's smart, but having smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound, increases your odds of making them happen. Simply wanting your real estate business to succeed is not enough. You have to build a path to winning. Goals are your stepping stones on that path, and making them smart, you give yourself the motivation and direction to achieve them. All right. We're talking about SMART goals. Again, that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Now, how do you make SMART goals? All right. And that's what we're going to cover today, really. So, making a goal specific, and again, keep in mind what SMART stands for. Making a goal specific means addressing the who, what, why, where, and when of what you want to do. For example, saying, I want to increase sales next year. That's not specific enough, right? So ask yourself who will make up the majority of the sales, home buyers or sellers, and who will lead this initiative. What methods will you use to convert clients into sales, and why do you need to increase sales? Where will you find those clients, and when should this goal be complete? I hope you understood that part. Now, next will come measuring. Measuring the success of your goals helps you assess your performance and discover where you need to tweak your efforts. If you can measure your goal, you can manage it, which means you probably won't achieve it to the entire satisfaction. So ask yourself, how many homes do I need to close to increase my sales this year? How many leads will it take to generate those sales? It's vital that each goal is achievable. There's no sense in creating a stretch goal if striving for it breaks your company or your morale. So determining if your real estate goal is achievable, it involves doing the math. For example, if you want to increase sales by a certain percentage, like commission, for example, you got to figure it out, the number of homes at an average price and for the average commission that you want to earn or that you need to close. How many leads you must convert to clients, how many leads you need to generate at your average conversion rate, and so on. So after running the numbers, you have to decide if your goal is realistic. Assess whether you have the financial and human resources, not to mention the time, to achieve your goals as stated. If you're a single agent operation, working part-time or just getting started or on your business off the ground, then make perhaps a goal of $1 million in sales probably is not really that realistic. So again, keep in mind that you want to make sure that you do have the resources to make your goals realistic. So assess whether or not you do have that. And finally, you have to make each goal time bound to instill a sense of urgency. If, let's say, December 31st is the deadline for meeting a goal, you might not feel the pressure to work on it in March. By assigning a timeline to complete each goal, you give yourself milestone to check your progress against and make any required course correction. So the point with this one is to break it down monthly, maybe quarterly, maybe every 6 months. I like to do it at a monthly level because I draw the path to where I'm going. So I have this big goal, but I break down those big goals into little milestones. So I know I'm hitting them constantly as I go throughout the year. Keep in mind, okay, learn from what happened 2020, right? When back in December of 2019, you were setting up your goals, you have resolutions, you gotta do this year, 2020 is gonna be great, it's gonna be amazing. But then 2020 happened, as you know, and we had to shift the way we were doing business. So keep in mind that anything could happen. There's a lot of things that you can't control, but how hard you work, that you can't control 100%. So make sure you set goals and you leave some space for what ifs. That way you can always adjust your goals. So have your goals, but have milestones so you know how to reach them. So be very specific on this. So here are 6 SMART goals for real estate agents to start off the year right. So I'm gonna break it down by business, personal, maybe family. So as far as business goals, I would say, and this is only suggestions, generate 50 qualified leads each month using online resources, including pay advertising opportunities, social media platforms, your company website. Steve, for example, he does a lot of trainings on Chime and the websites that you can put up to there. Also on landing pages, squeeze page. I mean, you can use these resources as part of the generating 50 qualified leads each month. It's very doable. We strongly suggest you work on this goal. Improve your company presence. That means increase visits to your website and decrease bounce rates, which daily refreshes of content and most visited pages. Update all your social media platforms and real estate related platforms such as Zillow, Realtor.com, and all these other websites that we have given you. Make sure you update them and you have the same branding all across. Okay, many times I've seen people that they have one type of branding in one platform, and then you go to another one and you can't relate if it's the same person or not. Even the name is different. So make sure it's all consistent as far as your branding goes. Right, you want to make sure you're everywhere. So take this time to refresh all your signs or your social media platforms and real estate related websites. And my last one will be by April 30. Let's say can hire a licensed team assistant to handle non-selling tasks and answer property questions. What's the point with this one? The point is you want to be so busy doing transactions and getting deals in and lead generation and all that, that you don't have the time to do the non-selling task and answering property questions or answering other stuff that are not related to your business, okay, or not related to your goals. All right, so keep that. That's one goal. Maybe you can keep in mind of how can you hire somebody to help you to do more and double up or 10x your transactions. How about personal goals? Well, complete annual continuing education, your clock hours and score class. If they do by August 31st, for example, if you need to get that done, investing in yourself, it's very important. I would say that's the number one thing I would suggest everyone to do. So why not invest in continuing education or CE classes that will help you be more productive in your business. Also, attend one local networking event every month and send at least one representative to the top 5 annual industry trade shows or conferences. Be involved with this. Again, if you're part of Broker Nation Real Estate as an agent, you know the potential in doing this. Okay, we've had many meetings and trainings about this, how you can grow your company, your career by networking with other agents. And finally, let's talk about a little bit of family goals. By November 30, and again, this is a suggestion, if you can, and the time allows you and your circumstances, but by November 30, I would say take even adjacent days away from the office to spend time with family, friends, without having to returning work emails on phone calls. I mean, I've had many trainings on how to disconnect from your day to day, from the routine, from your business, to really focus on what's important, family goals, and setting up time for yourself. This will definitely help you to be more productive. The point is that every goal you set for yourself, no matter how big or small, will be more achievable when you make it smart. It's easy to become distracted or weighed down by logistics without the direction that goals provide. So creating honest, detailed goals is the best way to determine where you want to be and what you need to do to get there. Remember, the world right now may be in chaos, but you and your business don't have to be. So sit down, plan your year ahead, set goals, and make sure they're smart. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. I hope you you found it interesting enough, and I hope you put this into action, because what we want for you is to success and grow your real estate business and grow as a person as well. So we have an exciting week ahead of us, like we mentioned at the beginning of this Mindset Monday, and that is that the month of December is a 1 year anniversary for the Doral branch, but also is the end of the year for the entire company. So we're doing an end of the year luncheon, and everybody is invited, but the space is limited, so we can only allow X amount of people to go in there. So it's very, very, very important that you do register for this event, because once we reach that number, we unfortunately we have to put it down or shut it down, because due to COVID regulations, we cannot have more than a certain amount of people. That makes us really sad, because honestly, last year for our grand opening, how many people we had, Steve? I think we have over 350 people at this event, and we had it here at the Doral office. In the back, if you're not familiar with the Doral office, we do have, it used to be a bank, so we do have a drive-through area, which is huge. And this is an outside event. So don't worry if you're concerned about maybe COVID and having too many people around. There's plenty of space, and everybody's going to be dispersed, but it's going to be a really nice event. Again, this will be outside, and that's Friday, December 8th. I think Steve put the link on the chat. Make sure you go to that link and you register. We would love to have you guys over. There will be many surprises, announcements, and we're looking forward to spending some time with you at the end of this year. So with that said, thank you so much for staying with us for Mindset Monday. Stay tuned, because Steve and I were talking about putting a training, one more training this week. For myself, I'm planning, since we don't have Real Estate Friday, since we're doing the luncheon, we might have a finance, a mortgage training on Thursday instead. So that will go out. We'll send you guys an email sometime today, letting you know about the trainings that we're going to have this week. But that will be on Thursday. We'll figure it out if it's going to be in the morning or in the afternoon. But stay tuned for that. And the reason why we want to put that together is because it will be the last Real Estate Friday we're going to have this year. The next 2 weeks, Fridays, we'll have it off until January. So we want to make sure that at least your information, you have the latest information, how to pre-qualify people, important announcement relating to finances and how to qualify people, but most importantly, interest rates and those few changes that we have with FHA and conventional loans. So stay tuned for that. I will send it out today. And that's it for me. Steve, do you have anything else to add?
Yes, Daylon, we had a great Real Estate Friday with Nick from DR Horton. And he called me afterwards and said that he just got word of some new promotions that just came through for one of the properties, where they were giving some incentives of 6% to agents. So he wanted me to get the word out to everyone about that.
Yeah. He did send me information. Actually, DR Horton sent me out information on when he gave that training. The update came like 2 hours later. So he was saying that the commission that they were giving is 4%. They just increased it to 6%. So that is really awesome. So we'll send out information, also the inventory of properties that they have, the communities. So I'll send it out today, so everybody can have the latest information on your home properties, right? So thank you for mentioning that, Steve.
And again, one more time, I want to let all the few people just join now. And I want to remind all Broker Nation agents, make sure that you register, you RSVP for our year-end company luncheon. I'm going to drop the information in the chat one more time. It's right there. For any of you that missed it, click on that link in the chat of this Zoom meeting right now and go there and please RSVP, because again, it is a luncheon. We're ordering food, so you got to reserve your plate. And also we have to limit the number of people and be careful with public health protocols. So we need everyone that's going to show up to please RSVP.
Yeah. So guys, you don't want to miss this. The food is amazing. I mean, Steve was there for the grand opening. Some of you guys were. Wait until you try that food. And the company, you know, it's awesome. I mean, we couldn't ask for better agents. And also there'll be many surprises and gift to go around, and plus announcements. So make sure you go to that link and register. With that said, guys, thank you so much for joining us today for Mindset Monday. I hope to see you guys soon. If not, I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care, everybody.
Okay, unmute everybody and say goodbye. We'll see you guys this week. We'll be putting together that training, and make sure, as always, you go to www.brokernation.events to keep up on the latest and greatest of what we're doing. And remember, again, all Broker Nation agents, please RSVP for our year-end company luncheon. Thanks. See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
See you later, everybody.
Have a great